The Industrial Revolution in modern history was the process of change from an agrarian and handcrafted economy to one dominated by industry and machine manufacturing. These technological changes introduced novel ways of working and living and fundamentally transformed society. This process began in Great Britain in the 18th century and from there spread to other parts of the world, such as Europe and the United States, in the period from about 1760 to sometime between 1820 and 1840.
This led to increased production and efficiency, lower prices, more goods, improved wages, and migration from rural areas to urban areas.
One process of the Industrial Revolution was the putting out system. In the 1600s, early 1700s, cloth was made by the putting out system, also known as the domestic system. Most of the work was done in the cottages or homes of the workers. It was moms trying to make extra money since crops weren't in season year-round. An advantage of the putting out system is that it allowed peasants to supplement their agricultural incomes and take advantage of winter months when farming was impossible. It also allowed merchants to avoid the higher wages and often demanding regulations of urban labor. It made it easier to reduce the number of workers when the economy was bad. The first step in the putting out system is to shear the sheep. Next, you compact the sheep's hair into a bale of wool. Then you put it on the back porch.
The second step is to pick it up from the back porch. They then use a spinning wheel to make a spool of yarn. Next, you put it on the back porch.
The third step is to pick it up from the back porch. You then use a loom to weave cloth called a bolt of cloth. The last step is to put it on the back porch.
The fourth step is to pick it up from the back porch. Next, you dye the wool. You then put the dyed and dried bolts of wool on the back porch. Like so.
The fifth and final step starts with picking it up from the back porch. The merchants then take the wool to the store and sell it. The money then goes back to the producers. Opportunities and doors the putting out system had opened were things such as industrial factories, which had a chain reaction to new technology such as steam engines and railroads. With the formation of steam engines, railroads, and large factories, people began to move to the cities. Cities grew larger and sometimes became overcrowded. This movement from rural areas to urban society created a dramatic shift in the way people lived.
With the increase of factories, there was more jobs needed. The new technology increased wages and allowed the production of goods to be faster and allow more goods to be produced.
These steam engines and other new technology allowed the transportation of goods, such as wool, to arrive at the new factories in bigger and faster shipments. The putting out system, or the domestic system, paved way for an exponential amount of growth in the economy and revolutionized the country, in this case, the form of jobs, goods, and services.